popped off insane and showed out for Europe, showing that, hey, EU can pop off. We may not even have our top 3 PRs here, but EU can pop off. He beat Boomy, he beat Sandstorm, and then he only lost in a game 5 to Fiend that entire time. He showed up at 4th and did absolutely
Wavegod
to show everything he can, but Wavegod clearly doesn't care. These Katars just pop off and he gets these dodge reads, but now Macheeete has the scythe in hand. So
yeah, I mean,
we'll have to see.
Exactly what I was saying. Beautiful Sair, looking for that weapon throw. Macheeete dodging a little too early, gonna still get hit by it. And of course, Wavegod prepping for those Katars. Like I was just saying, Wavegod has been practicing, has been using this offseason very well, wants to go into 2024 strong, and Macheeete, that's a huge hurdle. We're gonna see how this set progresses. Wavegod trying to win out these neutral engagements, keep this lead going. Macheeete with that side lane Sair and Orb. Great true confirm. Looking for a GC. No punish on the side of Wavegod.
Macheeete needs to make this back as soon as possible, but Wavegod is trying to do a little bit of damage onto Macheeete. We'll have to see. He's a good signature away. Nice jump sider to force him off the side of the stage. Sweat beads, but that second sider will take out his stock and confirm the stocks, even 2 stocks to 2, but Wavegod does have a slight bit of a lead here. Nice pick up into an N-Sig coming out from Wavegod. Good call out there coming out, but just like these last sets, they're just trying to see any sort of opening that they can and aggress a little bit more to try and, I don't know, I guess intimidate the other player a little, to an extent.
Yeah, no, you're on the right track. I mean, neither of these players necessarily taking like the lead and just being so aggressive or anything, but Wave is playing smart, understanding has a lead and is going to try and maintain it, able to get that recovery. Now just has to prep for those Katars, play back. Wavegod pulls out some insane stuff. He goes for that N-Sig on stage a lot because I have seen literally 5, 6, 7 hit extensions off of that N-Sig. It is nuts what Wave can do. And might be looking to pull it out here. Getting edge guard by Macheeete a little bit. This scythe just a little intimidating, just like how you're saying, Space. But gonna switch back over on that orb. Maybe looking for any side light strings. Of course, Orb silently being buffed every now and again in these patches. The most recent patches making side light into Nair True on Orb. So definitely some representation could be going on. Sair is going to even up the match just like that. Macheeete only in yellow, not too much of a deficit to deal with.
Yeah, and as we head on to the last stock of this game, we're getting to the last points of this set, or last points of this game here. We'll have to decide who's going to be here to take this game 1. And he throws the scythe away and gets a D-Light into Nair. Now with this orb in hand, let's see what he can do to Wavegod to possibly extend his lead. He's starting to extend it a little bit further. That was a good turnaround end light coming out from Macheeete there to force him off the side of the stage. Sidelight Sair. He has Wavegod on red. Any signature will do. An N-Sig, a recovery, another sider at this point will take this KO. Like anything will do.
That's gonna do it.
Into N-Sig to confirm the first game. Game 1 of the set goes to Macheeete.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yes, off of that GC side light, gonna get the free side light N-Sig punish. No dodge there for Wavegod. Macheeete has, like you were saying, you know, even going all the way back to MSI and just all the tournaments that Macheeete has ran through and even won, has a lot of tournament experience. I mean, arguably more than Wavegod. Definitely going to come out there, able to keep that pace of that match and actually shift it over to his side. So definitely a little bit of a dominant victory for Macheeete there. We're going to go into game 2. No legend swaps, but instead of where we were, we're here on Small Worlds, and people are picking this map. They have maybe just a little bit of a liking of this map. So I'm glad to see I'm not the only one.
Ooh,
We're gonna see Macheete, an
Macheete!
insane side sig call out,
This
still
edge guard.
on white health. Oh my lord.
Macheete with this edge guard is just, he hasn't been hit yet. Wave God, okay, there we go. Oh, wait,
Oh.
wait,
Oh,
wait!
the
Wave
dare!
God!
The dare does it!
Wave God!
He had it, he had that jump and recovery. He's able to come back and has the advantage just like that.
Incredible job coming out from Wave God. He needed that gimp. Considering how
Oh, yeah.
well Macheete was doing, all he needed was 3 hits, and Macheete was out of there. The down air will do it, and that would have been a much more hefty of a lead for Macheete if Wave God had not done that. But now it's so much, now it's even because Wave God was able to do that gimp. But now, we'll have to see if Macheete could possibly repeat what happened that last stock with the scythe in hand. But I don't think Wave God is really letting him as he gets the cider. Now it's Wave God's time to...
Yeah, Wave pushing a little bit more. Even off stage has the sword. I mean, I kind of chalk up that first stock of Macheete to just like, you know, you're at that white health, you think you're in control, you got that invincibility almost, and then something like that dare can just end that stock just like that. Great stuff from Wave God. Needs to continue maybe winning this neutral, has a Sarah off stage with Macheete. Great Nair comeback. Such a great move to annihilate the frames of whoever else. Oh, good side sig. Maybe did throw the scythe, able to get the orb, maybe look for sidelight Sarah.
Nice D-Sig coming out from
Okay.
Wave God. Outspacing, just barely getting out of that side air to hit that D-Sig because they were completely stacked together. Now Wave God with the stock lead has the Katars in hand. You know how quickly Katars can add up damage. But Macheete isn't going to let him take any more. We're back down to last stock even. These games have been close coming out from both of these players.
Yeah, Wave and Macheete both are giving each other dodges, especially, you know, Macheete, when Wave is on these Katars, hasn't been able to get it. Wave is not shy with GC moves coming out. Ooh, Macheete looking for the fast fall read, able to get 2 nairs. Gonna go back on the side. Daylight recovery is going to take out Macheete. We're seeing a little bit of a 1-1 set right here, Space.
And I'm excited to see it. Wait, like you said, Wave God, you were talking to Wave God and thinking that he's a top 16 PR level. Right now he's showing it. He's definitely showing it. So we'll have to see though, because the set is still even. They gotta, since it's 1-1 now, they've essentially gotten it down to it's a best of 3 to decide who takes the set. If Macheete wins the next 2 games, he wins the set. If Wave God wins the next 2 games, he wins the set. If it goes 1-1 and then another win to either one of them, they win the set.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I have something to inform you about, Space. Might be a little bit of a legend swap, and I'll just give you a little hint. It's not on the side of Wave God. We've got Macheete coming in here. The Jae-Yun, definitely a familiar pick yet again from Macheete. Has ran the Jae-Yun, the Grey Sword, a lot. And honestly, a little bit of a dream match for me. Double Jae-Yun, Skeldra, Macheete. I would love to see that. I know it was a little random, but right now we're seeing Wave God taking on Machete's Jae-Yun. I think he's all for it. We're here on Demon, and yet again, we have a Grey Sword that can just has all that coverage. We're going to see a GC side sig from Macheete. Wave trying to get as much of a punish as he can. Sayer's going to send Wave all the way on the side. Oh, wasn't able to touch that small wall. Demon had to recover and get punished by Macheete. Good first stock. Looking to take some control of this set, Space.
Yeah, and Macheete, just like we saw with Skeldra, is trying to show what he could do with this greatsword. Macheete is one of those European players that have a very good greatsword as one of their main picks, right? Like there's Skeldra, of course, and Skeldra has been popping off and showing that he's one of the best greatswords in Europe. But for a period of time, Macheete was also up there and showing
was the greatsword. Yeah,
he was the greatsword of Europe.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Awesome to see him back here. Wave God trying to look for a confirm on this first stock Macheete. That GC sidelight not going to help out, but a D-light recovery would help. That GC D-Sig still just getting punished. Macheete waiting out with his sword, looking for a D-light. Able to get that Sair, gonna disarm. Back on Greatsword, disarm again. Able to get that Sair before.
Nice sidelight coming up from Macheete, and he's maintaining, or he's increasing this lead as much as possible.
Yeah, and like anything will really do it for Wave. Just creep into that barbecue sauce health. Couple weapon throws coming out. GC sidelight. More of these GCs. Macheete is going to catch on inevitably and get these punishes, and has been doing so. I mean, 2 stock lead up. Wave God needs something.
Yeah, and honestly, like, considering... dude, I don't know at this point.
I know, these sets have been really up in the air, and I'm loving it. Like, I think we're going to see some plenty of Game 5s.
And I've seen a recurring themes with these games of these sets showing one game a dominant performance on one side, and then the second game being a dominant performance from another side, and then back and forth, and like, no, they're psyching us out. Chat, they're psyching us out. These are why y'all put predictions in, because you clearly don't know yet. All right, they might show a dominant performance, but you clearly don't know yet.
Amen.
Seeding's just prediction in the middle of the game, because you wouldn't know.
Middle of the game. Yeah, man, it's the last game. Can I put my prediction in now? Nah, but seeding, PR, they're just numbers at the end of the day.
Everyone can beat everyone.
Exactly. You have these opportunities in these tournaments to make a name for yourself. Wave God looking to establish their name yet again, but just so much of a health deficit. Macheete is playing so perfectly in this specific instance. Looking for anything. D-Light, Sair, D-Light recovery, but Macheete able to get a little bit of the string going guitars. We're going to go back on sword. GC sidelight going to get punished. Sair just barely not enough to take out. Recovery as well.
Wave Gods has got to get into a flow state. Okay, good. Nah.
Okay, able to position himself
a rough punish, but
for that Sair, I guess. I don't know. Or with the side sig. Yeah, no, not the best.
Set is now 2-1 in the favor of Macheete, and this greatsword has just been popping off. I didn't get. Oh no, Wave God didn't change his pick yet, but man, this guy is putting in work now.
Yeah, it's that off season. It's where everyone should be putting in that work. Macheete, of course, confident with that win on this Jaeyun. Going to stay on here. We're actually hopping over to Air Temple. I'm glad that Wave didn't go on Demon. It definitely would have been a loss. Wave God needs this game to get into a Game 5 situation to even battle for the chance of staying in winner, or excuse me, not even in winner side. In this tournament, it is elimination side space.
Yeah, but now Wave God is trying to maintain.
Getting these nairs, getting these dares. Able to read those dodges just like that. Maybe looking for a confirm. Ooh, that slide charge side sig on a Suri sword. Classic tech. Gonna hop back on these guitars. Maybe look for a sidelight D-sig. Just trying to catch maybe a dodge in from Macheete. Being so careful about their dodges, of course. Do not want to give guitars anything to work with. Ooh, great ground pound. Totally unexpected from Wave. Macheete able to pick up this greatsword and is actually going to stick on it.
Yeah, now Wave God, answering immediately back with a down off the side of the stage, even out the stocks.
That is exactly what he needed.
He needed that, yeah. So, now, keeping this game even, considering how much of a lead how much of a lead Macheete had at the last game. I think seeing this coming out from WaveGod, like, he's still at a bit of a deficit, but it's less of a deficit than what's usually coming here.
Right. This may be a little late to mention, but I'm going to do it regardless. Their set history, it looks they've played 5 entire matches with, it appears to be 16 games. And Macheete has won 4 of those matches. WaveGod has only won 1. So, definitely a deficit in that tournament record for WaveGod. Maybe looking to change it up. The most recent one, Mystery of Madness, that's October of 2023. WaveGod actually won 3-1, and we're gonna see Macheete fall there. Oh my lord, I was not expecting that. WaveGod needs to take advantage immediately.
He really does, but we'll have to see if Macheete can make this back. He is up in the set, 2-1 here.
Right. Oh, GCD look
If
already.
he takes the stock, this is WaveGod's tournament stock here.
It's all up to him. He will decide his own destiny. Will Macheete allow this game 5 to happen or not? We're about to see. Pressuring off stage, maybe looking for an edge guard. WaveGod able to get back, able to get that delay recovery. Maybe put Macheete out of position. Macheete looking for these side lights, looking for any bridge opportunity to catch that dodge. WaveGod not allowing it. That side light's gonna get a full, or allow Macheete to get a full string off on Greysword. Ooh, another no dodge from Wave. Machete's catching on. It's getting pretty dire for WaveGod on these guitars. Last legs. Not trying to approach. Not trying to get any more damage built up onto him. Able to get that sideline to end light. Another end light. Trying to build up this damage. Nair as well is going to work. Macheete wants that sword. Wants an easy, maybe GCD light recovery. WaveGod is going to chain dodge down and is able to get up all the options of Macheete. It's a game 5, Space.
We're going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't know whether I should be hyped or I should be sad because I'm both production and commentary. So
I'm hyped. I'm hyped enough for you. Holy. WaveGod using that chain dodge on guitars. Such an amazing movement option in that scenario. It paid off heavy for WaveGod. Able to get him this game 5. Yet another chance to stay in this tournament. Possibly even taking out Macheete right here, right now. We're switching over to Fortress of Lions, but the same legends, of course. Here we go, Space. What do you think's gonna happen?
Man, I really don't know. That's the thing. Both of these players have shown that they're capable of beating the other player here. So WaveGod, considering he's a lower PR here, we'll have to see how much he's going to show out here. These guitars are still doing their work, but we'll see. Just as much as Katars is a very good weapon add-on damage, so is Greatsword. So Macheete could immediately make this back. But we'll have to see how much he does. That was a good attempt at a reverse side air there to possibly take that back, but you do not want to go off stage against Nasuri, especially against WaveGod. When he hits you with that D-like ground pound, WaveGod taking the first stock. We're on game 5 in elimination bracket. This game is to decide who is going to be out at 7th place. Will it be WaveGod? Will it be Macheete? We'll have to see. I'm so sad that this is losers round 1, bro.
Oh man, I mean, this is showing me that WaveGod, they are not content with 7th place in this Galaxy Cup. Macheete able to get that ground pound, a good option. WaveGod was able to bring Macheete into yellow, so a little bit to work with here. A little D-Light there, a little N-Light, maybe looking for the N-Sig, high risk, high reward. Yeah, just not content with that 7th place. Wants 5th, wants 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, just wants more and more and more. But we're gonna see what Macheete says. Oh, a little bit of a side sig, not exactly committing to it. Looking to get that Sair. N-Light's gonna send Macheete off on right side. D-Light Sair, D-Light recovery would do it. Sweat drops, but utilizing that platform of Fortress.
Nice nair coming out from WaveGod as he tries to extend his lead as much as he can to possibly take this game. But we'll have to see how much he does. That was a D-Sig that he throws out. Macheete, unfortunately, wasn't there to possibly take that punish, but that D-Light recovery from Wave God to punish his missed end light takes Macheete down to last stock. Macheete has work to do here. If he wants to maintain, if he wants to stay in this tournament, he needs to pop off. He needs to get into flow state. Right here, right now, he's got to lock in. I do believe that he can. Macheete definitely can.
100%. 100%. I mean, these two have to lock in right here, right now. Wave God able to get a little bit of that guitar string. Has to be so careful to not risk losing this lead. Exhausted recovery, leaving Macheete little no options. But able to touch on that platform. Okay, maybe you're going to recover up. He only has a dodge. Okay. Back on stage. Macheete needs to take the stock immediately. Recovering on Grey Sword might very well do it. That N-Sig would have done it.
There you
Looking
go.
for a dodge out read, but Macheete dashing in, getting that N-Sig punish. It is down to 1 stock apiece on this game 5.
Can Wave God do it? Can he outperform Macheete on the last stock of this game, or will and take this upset? Will Macheete clutch this up?
Macheete?
Oh, the kill!
No. Okay. Disarms Macheete, maybe looking for Web Star and not able to go over there. Throwing their guitars, looking for that delay. Macheete is spot dodging a lot of this, understanding what Wave, just trying to get a single hit.
He wants it so bad.
These two players want this win. They want to progress in tournament. They don't want to be gone. Wave God looking for anything. End light. No delay opportunity yet.
That could have been it. But no. He went for an end light. I think Wave God's also getting nervous. He has him on red.
Players are shaking in their boots.
He has him on red.
They both have sword. This game could be over in an instant. Wave God is looking for a spade dodge bait. Almost look for that D-light. Just barely not able to get it. Macheete on this Grey Sword.
This side sig will do it!
There's no way he
Wave
goes for that.
God confirms his top 5 placement in an upset 3-2 over Macheete.
That's my goat.
PR 38 versus PR 11.